Hey, I'm going to continue on with random small videos, but in regards to your sibling advertising for the event that's coming up, what I would do, especially since it's like, okay, we want to really make this go big, is advertise at a wide variety of places where people hang out or go to. So it could be a grocery store. I have my retainers in. It could be grocery store, bars. It could even be at a variety of like schools. Um, yeah, it could be like all of that. So, yeah, just an idea. That way, hopefully, um, I don't know if there's enough time. I mean, your sibling is more than welcome to try and do it this time to advertise, but maybe like next time, maybe that'll work, I guess, to kind of really help with that in terms of advertising and such. So, yeah, there's that one. And then I know I saw the post in regards to it was the 50th wedding anniversary yesterday. I'm making this like the night before because it's a bit late, but and I'm not hanging out with my friend right now. I'm completely alone. But yeah, so in terms of like hanging out for their 50th, um, or like it would have been their 50th wedding anniversary, and I think that's wonderful and special, especially where it's like, this person was very much loved by everyone, by their spouse, by their kids, grandkids, like they had lived long enough, their great grandkids also. So I understand, especially when you're very close to a person and um, where you miss them wholeheartedly, having them in your life. And just, um, yeah, I wish you could talk to them. So I, I understand that. um, yeah. So, yeah, I think that's really cool. Um, uh, and sad too, especially that they're not here anymore. And where your family basically misses them and wishes that they could see them. So, yeah. Um, what else is there? Yeah, I totally get it. I totally understand. Um, I just knowing how much they were loved, I wish they were here too. And be able to see the great grandkids and knowing that the great grandkids are very much loved. And I know that the grandkids are also very much loved. I think that's sweet also, where it's like, you know what, they're very much loved. And then also, we're basically for your grandma, where it's like, hey, you know what, my family is my world. So I think that's awesome. And yeah, I know since I think in a way I sort of lost my zeal for life. I mean, I'm still alive, that type of thing, but I lost my zeal for like what I did before, in a way, because like before my vision was to change people's lives, and then like I was in the horrible state, life changed, and I just became mentally exhausted, and I'm like, okay, what's the point? And like, if I have to go through this, basically, I don't want to deal with it. So, that type of thing. And so, where it's like exhausting and tiring, and just me being like, I really don't have a reason or a purpose. In a way, I'm like, I still know I have a purpose, but like, what's the point to keep going, basically? To go after what I was going after because I'm tired. And so I found that okay, that's basically true. And for me, um, and like as time has gone on, it's like, you know what? I want to settle down and kind of, um, I guess, in a way, enjoy life and sort of rest in life and just I basically have my plans changed. So yeah. And then I think it's sweet, especially where, and I can see that being so true, where basically your grandmother was like, you know, my family is my life, basically. And we're basically sort of living for them and enjoying life with them. And I think that's awesome. I really, really do. And just being able to be with them and be around them and like still having them. And I am very thankful for AI technology. It's amazing. So, yeah. And I can understand why um, you guys miss her so much. So, yeah. What else is there? Oh yeah, so the picture website is kind of funky. So I did see the picture of the clothing, and then it finally came back with the dresses. The dresses overall are very pretty, and yeah, I think they would, I was like, how do I figure this out? I think they would definitely fit my body type. So yeah, I really do. Because I couldn't see, was it like maroon, purplish, green, I think blue, red, black. So yeah, um, yeah, it's neat being able to see the different colors, and then that way instead of just seeing one person with the same color outfit, and it's like okay, but what does it look like with all the other outfits? You see one person with different colored outfits, so you can see exactly what it looks like and whether a person would really enjoy the outfits or not. So yeah. Um, I think that's it for now. But whenever you see this, it's basically because I'm awake. I have class from 8 a.m. until 9:15, and the next one I think is like 9:30 until 10:33 or something like that, maybe 10:45. I don't know. So yeah. Oh yeah. Also because I'm considered an undeclared major because I've used up my FAFSA. And the only way I can declare a major is if I'm in a career tech program, even though I'm paying out of pocket. I'm technically cannot declare a major. So because of that, what is happening now is what is going on? Oh yeah, so I can't actually sign up for the drama product. Like I can sign up for drama production in order to build the set, but I can't actually sign up for the class that gives me credit for being in a play, if that makes sense. So that way I can graduate to a 4 year to a university basically with that credit. So that way I can go ahead and like let's say I'm transferring. Um, so because I'm an undeclared major, and I'm like, no. But the teacher explained that even though she can't give me credit, I can still audition and be in it. And so I'm like, that works because I'm like, for me, I'm not a drama major, and because I'm not a drama major, there's no point to it. But I'm like, I know I can act. So for this semester, I was like, you know what? I want to go ahead and um, show off my skills because I know I can act. And um, I guess it's sort of like almost bragging, but also at the same time, I'm like, I know I can do these things. It's like God saying, um, well, not God saying, it's like I've grown up and like the parable of the talents is really sticking to my brain. And it's like, you know what? I should pursue those. And we're basically, um, a rich man gave 5 talents to one person and 3 talents to another and 1 talent to another. Talent, I think back then was like a weight system, but like I think about it now, I'm like, okay, what about your skill set basically? And so for the one that had 5 talents, he went ahead and went out, invested it, and made 5 more talents. And then to the person who had 3 talents, he went out and invested and worked hard and was able to make 3 more talents. And to the last one who only had 1 talent, he was afraid of his master, so he took the talent and hid it in the ground instead of doing anything with it. And then the rich man came back and he's like, oh, good. You know, the man with 5 and 3 talents, good job. You went ahead and made more and basically multiplied your skill set. almost like sort of. And then to the man who only had one talent, he's like, really? You're a lazy person. You didn't do anything with the one talent that I gave you. So, yeah, overall, I'm like, you know what? Yeah. Let me go ahead and actually do something with it. I think whenever I was like, yeah, I'm going to audition for like the psychopath, they're like, oh, so she must be want that part. No, I just want to audition for that part. I think that would be fun. Do I want the part? No, because it's like a lot of lines. Could I do a smaller part? Yeah, I'll be like second or third or something like that because it's not as many lines, but it can still be a very complicated character and loads of fun. So I'm like, I want that part. Or no, take that back. Yeah. So, oh, which means brings me to another part. So whenever I was, so a few weeks ago when I was working at the pizza place, I was there and I was upset because I'm like, I'm only working one day out of the week. That's it. I'm like, I know I can work more. I know I have, like, I can be an amazing worker, but I'm only working one day out of the week. And so I'm like upset and all that jazz. And so I'm like, okay, what do I do? Yeah, it was pulling on my hair. And I'm just like, okay, what do I do? Like, I want to work more. I want to make more money, but like, I'm working one day out of the week, and then I, I guess I was reminded by God, like, hey, you know what? Basically, give them time. What was it exactly that I heard? It's basically like God was telling me it's not about me. Give them time. They don't know you. And then also, like, this is what I've set up for you at this time. And also, you need time in order to adjust and learn the ropes and learn the system, everything, because it's still new to me. Even though I know I can, like, be a really good worker, it's still very, very new to me. So I'm like, okay, what do I do? So, whenever I heard that, I was like, okay, you know what? You're right. And I was like, I'm just gonna rest and like relax in the position that I'm in instead of expecting I deserve like more hours or I deserve more days or whatever. And it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna rest in the fact of the days that I do have, the time that I do have, um, how busy or slow it is for now. And it's like, you know what? I'm going to rest and relax in that fact. So I was like, you know, it's okay. It's okay. So I had to tell myself that. And then, same thing with the theater tonight, or, the night before. I was thinking, I really hope I get a good part. And I hope that the teacher gives me a really good part, one that she thinks I'll be good in. Do I want the lead? No. I'll take like any other part almost. I think it'll be fun. Also, I think some of the other students, whenever I was like, I'm excited to audition, that I wanted that part. No, like, no, my sweet summer child. I just want to audition. I think it'll be fun to act like that character, like a psychopath who's like, I'm sweet and charming, but I will totally murder you if I don't get my own way. Wait, I need to change that up. I will totally be sweet and very nice to you because I think you're a wonderful person. But if I don't get what I want, I will kill you. So yeah, I think it would be a fun part to audition for. Oh my goodness, I do not want to kill you, but I think it would be a fun part to audition for. So yeah, um yeah, I think it would be really, really fun overall. So yeah. Aside from that, uh, here we go. Aside from that, I think it would be fun. But then also while I was in the shower, I felt as though God was like, hey, would you be okay? Like, I'm thinking, like, expecting it, like, hey, I'm gonna get this part. And then God is like, and I'm like expecting the part, and God is like, would you be okay if you did not have a part? If instead you were backstage? And I'm thinking, like, no, technically I would not be because I know my skill set. I know I can act. But it's like, God is like, you need to be okay with not having a part. And basically, you can use your skill sets and like in these other parts and do it all for what God wants, basically. Like, put forth your best effort and your best foot in this part. Same thing while I'm working at Domino's, even if I have one day out of the week, put forth my best effort and like try my hardest in that position. Even if I'm like, I feel like I deserve more hours, especially when I'm like, I know I can do more. So, yeah, yeah. So overall, like, that's something that I realize, uh, I guess God is teaching me where it's like humility and being okay with less than what I deserve. Um, but still understanding like or less than what I feel like I deserve, but still understanding like there's some things that are okay for people to do and there's some things that are not okay for people to do. So like whenever my managers would go ahead and like push me out even though I haven't left the building and they do it like right afterwards, it's like come on guys, like I know I was bad, but like I do remember to I remember now. So yeah, there's that. And then so that is like okay, like you guys can chill on that. But then at the same time, do I deserve more hours? Are there other people who are a lot better who actually need those hours? Yeah. Do I need more hours? Yes. Um, will they give me those more hours? Maybe, maybe not. So, yeah, it's like, you know what? I need to be content and rest in whatever God has for me instead of being like, yes or no. There are certain things that it's like, okay, this is wrong. But other than that, it's like, you know what? It's okay. Like, it's totally okay. And even if, like, let's say I don't get a part, even if I don't get a part in the play, I'm like, you know what? I want to put forth my best effort in the auditions, even to the point that I do better than like the person who's playing the main psychopath character. So I'm gonna put forth my best effort in that. And then so yeah, I'm gonna put forth my best effort in that. And then even if I don't get it, I'm gonna do my best effort for the backstage and really give it my all. So like for example, um, it's one of the questions. So there's like a form that they fill out whenever you audition. I think she's actually changed it up some, which I think is instead of like a generic one, it's more something that is applies to us. So for example, some of the questions were, "Are you comfortable cussing or using foul language?" And I put down yes, just not using God's name in vain. I you want me to say all these cuss words? Okay, done. God's name in vain? No, like just no. I will say anything else. So there's that. What was another one? Of course, she put down her like write down your schedule, which I did, and then there was something else. There were a few others. One was okay. What character do you want to play? And I was like, I want to play an emotionally like complicated character, one where I actually have to show emotion. And so, because I know I can act, like I just know it, but she may look at the fact that I lack the experience, and be like, no. So I don't know, but at the same time, it's like no matter what, I need to give it my all, and just put forth the best effort into everything. So, yeah, no matter which area I get in. I do hope that I get the part. So I'm gonna like study. So she actually sent out the script. So I'm gonna go through the script, not right now, but like later on, I'm gonna go through the script, look through it, and decide, okay, like look through it, figure out the characters, write down what I think of them, basically like what kind of people they are. And then after I write down so saying, and like what kind of people they are and such, go ahead. And I think she's supposed to be sending us out like scenes. So, and she wants us to act out a scene with another person. So what I plan on doing is asking the teacher, hey, do you want us to act out the scene based upon the vibe they give? Because, like sometimes people are flat, so you want to match their energy, or not vibe, but energy. Like, hi, how are you? I'm good. Thank you. How are you? Great. Okay. Do you want to go inside and eat? All right, we'll go inside and eat. So like that kind of energy where it's very flat, very dry. Where's the emotion? Am I talking to a robot? I don't know. So, yeah. And so there's matching the energy, and then there's others where it's like, what is it? Um, yeah, matching the energy. Uh, And then there's some where it's like, okay, can you act based upon what the character is? And I won't say it to this group. I like the fact that the drama teacher, she's very supportive of the group, where it's like, okay, like this is like one of the best groups that I've had. So like I do appreciate the fact that she's very supportive of the different drama teams or drama groups that come through. But like I do appreciate that, and I think that each group does need that support because they're just coming out of high school, and like if they didn't have some kind of support, then it's like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore, for example, if that makes sense. But in this case, it's like I think it's awesome. I do. Um, my feet are cold. Um, there we go. What else is there? Yeah, overall I do think it's awesome. But mine went blank. I started thinking about something else. Drama. Ah, I forget. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. I'm gonna rewatch the end of this. So yeah, bye. I love you.